Hello and welcome back to History and Philosophy. Today, we are diving into the life and ideas of one of the most influential and controversial thinkers in history, Karl Marx. Philosopher, economist, revolutionary, Marx's ideas shook the 19th century and continue to shape debates about society, politics, and economics even today. So let's explore his early life, his major works, his philosophical concepts, and the impact of his thought on our modern world. Karl Marx was born on May 5, 1818, in the city of Trier, in present-day Germany. He came from a middle-class family. His father was a lawyer, and his parents valued education highly. As a young man, Marx studied law, philosophy, and history at the universities of Bonn, Berlin, and Jena. While in Berlin, he became deeply influenced by Georg Wilhelm Friedrich Hegel, the famous German philosopher. Although Marx admired Hegel's method of dialectics, the idea that history develops through contradictions and struggles, he believed Hegel had it upside down. Instead of ideas shaping reality, Marx argued that material conditions shape ideas. In 1843, Marx married Jenny von Westphalen, his childhood sweetheart, and together they faced a life of financial struggles, political exile, and intellectual pursuits. Karl Marx's writings are vast, but a few works stand out as cornerstones of his philosophy. In 1848, along with Friedrich Engels, he published the Communist Manifesto. This short but powerful pamphlet called on workers of the world to unite against the injustices of capitalism. It remains one of the most widely read political documents ever written. His magnum opus, however, is Das Kapital, first published in 1867. In it, Marx analyzed capitalism in great detail, explaining how it functions, how it exploits labor, and why he believed it would eventually collapse. Other significant works include the German Ideology and the Critique of the Gotha Program, where Marx further explained his materialist view of history and his vision of a classless society. Now, what exactly were Marx's key philosophical ideas? Let's break them down. Historical materialism. Marx believed that history is driven not by ideas, but by material forces, mainly the way humans produce and distribute goods. According to him, every stage of history, slavery, feudalism, capitalism, is defined by economic structures and class relations, class struggle. For Marx, history is the history of class struggles. In capitalism, this conflict exists between the bourgeoisie, the owners of capital and factories, and the proletariat, the working class. He believed this struggle would eventually lead to the overthrow of capitalism, alienation. Under capitalism, Marx argued, workers become alienated from their work, from the products they make, from each other, and even from their own human potential. Instead of being creative beings, workers become cogs in a machine, surplus value and exploitation. Marx explained that capitalists profit by paying workers less than the value of what they produce. This difference, called surplus value, is the basis of exploitation, communism. Ultimately, Marx envisioned a society without private ownership of the means of production, where wealth and resources are shared, and where people are free to develop their full human potential. This was his vision of communism, not simply as a political system, but as a stage of human liberation. Marx's ideas inspired revolutionary movements around the world. The Russian Revolution of 1917, led by Lenin, was directly influenced by Marxist thought. Throughout the 20th century, many countries experimented with forms of Marxism, with varying degrees of success and controversy. But even beyond revolutions, Marx's analysis of capitalism continues to be relevant. Concepts like inequality, exploitation, and class struggle are still widely discussed. Many modern sociologists, economists, and political thinkers, even those who disagree with Marx, acknowledge that his critique of capitalism exposed real problems that persist today. In fact, whenever debates arise about wealth gaps, workers' rights, or global economic systems, Marx's ghost is never far away. Karl Marx was a thinker who dared to question the foundations of society. Whether one sees him as a visionary or a dangerous radical, his impact on philosophy, economics, and politics is undeniable. So what do you think about Karl Marx's ideas? Do you believe his critique of capitalism still applies today? Let me know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to History and Philosophy for more deep dives into the thinkers who shaped our world.